Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel. Still December the 15th. No big blue mug of coffee as I normally have in my hand very early in the morning. Too much coffee late in the day and I get the jitters. But I want to talk to you about a post I saw on X this morning and a video that was accompanied with it. Bruce McGonigal, here is the tweet. In Justin Trudeau's own words, being born in Canada makes you less of a Canadian than people who show up here. He says being born here means you defaulted in. He speaks and acts as if Canadians don't deserve Canada. This was a part of an interview celebrating Canada hitting the 150-year milestone. So just think about that for a moment and let's watch the video together.
I didn't get to choose this place. I was born here, and I can almost take it for granted. And anytime I meet people who got to make the deliberate choice, whose parents chose Canada, I'm jealous, because I think being able to choose it rather than being Canadian by default is an amazing statement of attachment to Canada, which is why I always sort of laugh whenever you see people who are, not many of them, but intolerant or think, oh yeah, no, go back to your own country. Well, no, you chose this country. This is your country more than it is for others because we take it for granted, we default into this place. And I think understanding that power of building a country that is made of people who chose or whose ancestors chose to build a new life here is really, really exciting.
So you had a chance to look at the video. Do you think Mr. McGonigal is right in the post he put on X that Trudeau thinks we're less of a Canadian because we were born here? I think Mr. McGonigal is wrong, and I think Justin Trudeau is correct in this point. And I know you're not going to be happy that I say that, but he's right. Do you take Canada for granted? Well, of course you do. I think North Americans do. I think Americans do, Canadians do, I think the British do. We're born here. We don't think much about how lucky we were, how we won the lottery of life by being born here. Let me just give you a quick story. 8-10 years ago, can't remember exactly, we had a friend here who was from Egypt. He's a Coptic Christian, terribly discriminated against in Egypt, came here to work at the same company as my wife, and he'd been here for a number of years, and he didn't want to be an Egyptian anymore. He wanted to be a Canadian, and I got invited to his citizenship ceremony, and after the ceremony, there were tears running down his face because he was now a Canadian citizen. Have you ever felt that way about Canada? No, I don't think you do. I think you take it for granted. I think we all do. Again, we won the lottery of life. We're pretty damn lucky to be born here and to be given the opportunity to be here. But Mr. McGonigal also says something else in his tweet, which I think has a hint of truth in it. He speaks and acts as if Canadians don't deserve Canada. I think Trudeau believes that, okay? I don't think he thinks Canadians born here are less Canadians, but I don't think we appreciate it as much. But I do think he thinks we don't deserve Canada because there is a disease that continues to spread in our society in the West. And we all have to atone for the sins of the past because of the injustices that have happened in the past. And Canadians are called colonizers and settlers in the country they were born in. I think Trudeau believes that. You know, there's a situation happening right now in Canada, and you can probably find videos of this online, but you've got students who here from other countries. Their visas have run out and they're being told to leave and they don't want to leave. And now they're protesting to stay. And when asked why they're not leaving, they tell the person interviewing them that they should leave too. They're just on stolen land. Why should we leave? You're on stolen land. And this is the disease that's in our society right now. So do you take Canada for granted? I think you do. I don't much like being part of Canada. I've stated here a number of times I'm a separatist. I want Alberta to be a separate country. But I don't think we appreciate the fact that we were born here, and we're pretty damn lucky to be born here. So I don't think Justin Trudeau is wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments, whether you disagree with me or not, but that's what I think. Have a great day. See you next time.